Welcome to. Can we get it on top, like 8? Okay, so that's fine. There we go. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, we're gonna be watching scary stories with my friend here, Logan. So yeah, let me go get my computer. I'm gonna get connect. Okay, I'm gonna use your iPad. Okay, it's not working, so I'm gonna restart my phone. Technical difficulties. Yeah, we're having some technical difficulties on his end, so ignore the description until the video's uploaded. Okay? Let's do this. What are we watching it on? I can't do it through here. I know. Hi. Hi. What the? Technical difficulties. Take the camera. Lenovo. Yay. Yep. It's me. Oh, by the way, you see my friend? Come over here. There it is. I'm gonna be my icon for all my video for this video. What the frick?
It's my restart thing. It's annoying.
Get off sketch. Hello, welcome back to another video.
That's my freaking plushie, you know.
Wait, let me get out of the camera. Hey, I'm using it for my video. Stop it. I'm using it for the video. Sort of like.
It hurts so bad.
So, stupid baseball man. Anyways,
You can't
let's
make
start the
freaking
video.
loud noises, bro. You're gonna disrupt them.
Okay, so we are live, I guess. So I need somebody to watch this on. So give me one second. Inside Jeffy. No. Okay, what am I doing? Scariest stories. No. What the heck?
Okay, I just finished this, and let me tell you, this is the creepiest shit you will ever read in your life. I thought this was bullshit at first. I can't believe what I saw. This will give you nightmares, and the worst part is it's real. Hey guys, I know it's December, but I wanted to do a spooky video today because so many of you guys recommended this. I got so much comments asking me to read Dear David. From what I can see,
What the hell is Dear David? What the fuck is Dear David?
I haven't went through this or anything, so we're gonna go through them together. And everybody said it's really scary. So it starts Monday, August 7th. So my apartment is currently being haunted by the ghost of a dead child, and he's trying to kill me. He started appearing in dreams, but I think he's crossed over into the real world now. The first time I saw him, I was experiencing sleep paralysis, and I saw a child
Yes!
sitting in the green rocking chair at the foot of
Yo,
my bed.
what's up, guys?
My friend's doing another stream.
Fuck you.
When
Fuck you.
And you see this sitting in your rocking chair. What do you do?
No, it's just stop it. You can't curse. My parents watch these videos.
He just stared at me, but then he got
And now there's gonna be a YouTube video. So now I'm gonna have to take down the YouTube video.
I have sleep paralysis fairly often. It sucks. Right before he reached my bed, I woke up screaming. I had another dream a few nights later where I was in a library and a girl came up to me and said, "You've seen Dear David, haven't you?" I was like, "Who?" And she She continued, he's dead. He only appears at midnight, and you can ask him 2 questions if you say, Dear David, first. Then she added, but never try to ask him a 3rd question or he'll kill you. So this is all going on in his dreams. This is crazy.
Okay, this is even freaking me out.
I was very shaky. Having 2 dreams about the same thing is pretty weird. Anyways, a couple weeks passed without incident. Then David came back in another dream. Same situation. I was in bed and he was sitting in the rocking chair near the window staring at me. In the dream, I say, Dear David, how did you die? He mumbles, an accident in a store. I say, Dear David, what happened in the store? He groans, a shelf was pushed on my head.
Okay, this is just like Chucky. Remember, he's at the store and dolls fell on him and they had to become Chucky. This is like a copy. This is fake.
Who pushed the shelf? David doesn't answer. I realize that I asked the 3rd question, which I'm not supposed to do. At this point, I wake up absolutely terrified. Oh, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die. The next couple days, I Google deaths in the city, but I can't find anything about a kid named David dying in a store. I even tried different names like Daniel, Dylan, Devin, nothing. A few weeks go by without incident. Sort of randomly, the apartment above mine is vacated, and I have the opportunity to move into it. It's a larger apartment, so I'm thrilled. Another month or 2 goes by, and I sort of forget about Dear David. I think he lost track of me because I moved upstairs. Yeah, that apartment was haunted. But lately, something strange is happening. For the past 4 nights, my cats gather at the front door at exactly midnight and just stare at it, almost like there's something on the other side. There's gotta be catnip on that other side.
Yo, what's
Nobody's
up?
here.
And
Last night I got a
today
weird feeling.
we're gonna
I
be
looked up the people, and I
doing
dead saw
scary
movement on the other
stories.
side.
Huh?
My friend's doing a stream.
Yeah, don't show the face, just show this.
When the
Okay.
stream stops and it
That means we
turns
die.
And that's where
Yeah.
to a video,
Dear David found me.
um,
I think I don't
I
know
will
what to
link
do.
Garrett's channel in the description when this stream ends and turns into a video.
Probably at midnight
So-
and stared at it.
Jokes
Which
aside,
this video that I'm watching right now, just like Chucky. Yeah, by the way, don't watch this, it's
this
clickbait.
is a virus site. I don't know why.
Oh, there's the cat.
Smell him. This looks like normal kitty behavior, if you ask me. I mean, if this is happening every day at midnight, it's a little weird. So I took a photo through the peephole because I'm too scared to open the door. I feel like I saw something. I couldn't tell, so I mustered the courage to open the door. Nothing was out there, but I took another photo. Look at this. Oh, looks like there's something there. Advanced
I was
removed the
just
shelf,
playing,
hiding
bro.
in the stairs. It looks like
So-
something. I wasn't sure if it was a snake or something, so I took a second photo from the inside. There was something out there. Here are the second photos. I don't know about you guys, but this
This
looks
is
like
kinda
a head to
creeping
me right
me
here.
up,
These are
but-
the eyes.
Nah.
These are
This is definitely made up because literally the death story is like Chucky. He's in a store, turns into a toy, but like gets the toy shelf pushed onto him. So it makes no sense. It's just clickbait for Chucky. Wait. Oh my god.
Tonight. I'm gonna try to keep a sleep talk app to see if anything happens during the night. I'm heading to bed, but the cats are back at the door. They only do this in the middle of the night. It's routine now.
Really?
And here we go, just minutes before midnight. Meow 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 meow.
Meow 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 meow.
Midnight meow meow. Midnight meow meow. I want some midnight meow meow.
I bet you that freaked
Some
you out.
snacks.
This is a creepy video. I've been doing weird stuff. Haven't even been reading scary stories yet.
Maxwell is extra talkative.
Wait, are you still recording or are you?
Move the face
I
cam
used the
here.
sound app to record my apartment last night. It makes individual recordings each time it hears something. There was 33 recordings. Most of them are pretty vague. A couple of them are passing cars and
It's
the
chromium.
like, and the like.
It's
but there are
bad.
three that I'm interested in. The first is a snapping sound and what seems like a single step. It's odd because I didn't get out of bed all night.
That's chromium. That's not good.
I don't know. To me,
So,
it sounds like the cat. Like
I'm
it
not
jumped up
actually
the
going to
bed or
be doing scary stories. We've already done this on the channel.
something.
So I'm just going to
This
play
one is
some
weird because out of
games.
33 recordings, it is the only one that has a strange
But if you do want to see scary stories, make sure he puts the freaking link in the description. Because if he doesn't, I'll murder him.
I've done this a live stream on this before actually. Of me doing reading scary stories, but I had to take down the video because quality got messed up when the video got when it got posted. So that was all a problem, but we're
He
good
lives in
now.
our apartment. You can hear the cars outside in the cat video, so that makes more sense. And then there's another snapping groan. That was him.
No way.
The groan.
Nothing out of the ordinary. These happened between 2-3 a.m. I have no explanation for them. Oh, selfie he took. It's in the selfie he took. Whoa, I see it now. Wait, these are the eyes. This is the nose.
This is
the
just
mouth.
a joke. I'm tired of streaming, so screw you. No, I'm joking, guys.
Or it could
I'm
be these
still
are the
gonna
eyes.
stream.
Either way, it does kind of look like a face. Still not convinced. So, a weird thing just happened. Take it with a grain of salt. I bought a Polaroid camera this weekend because they're fun and dorky. I decided to take a few photos around my apartment. Polaroids are stupid and fun and inherently sort of creepy. I didn't expect to find anything, and for the most part, I didn't. I took a couple of my living room and bedroom. That's the rocking chair I first saw David in. They're pretty unremarkable. So he actually has the green rocking chair. Bruh, if I saw a ghost in my dream and he kept haunting me, I will get rid of that shit. Don't give him anywhere to sit. If you're gonna come in my apartment, you're gonna have to stand. I know it's a little rude, but he a ghost and he's not supposed to be there in the first place. So you're gonna have to take that away from him. Then I went into the hallway and I snapped a photo. The Polaroid developed completely black. I even ripped open and destroyed a fresh pack to see if it was just an undeveloped Polaroid. But they start out white. I also thought maybe I accidentally covered my lens with my finger, so I took a photo while intentionally covering it. The photo on the left is me covering the lens with my finger, and the one on the right is a fully lit hallway taken just after midnight. So this could be nothing. I'm not sure what to make of it. One last thing I wanted to double check. There's a couple videos of me taking photos. Good. Give me the receipts because I'm not buying it.
Okay, here's my living room. Oh, he's not there. Okay.
That was crap.
Now I'm gonna take a photo of the hallway just to show you. Let's see what this one does.
Come on. If it doesn't develop, that is actually very creepy.
It's gonna take a minute.
I knew there was a damn poltergeist in there, but I mean, all of this until now I feel like could be faked. I'm gonna need some real proof. It came out totally black again for a second time. Honestly, I don't know why I'm still fucking around with this camera. There might be a logical explanation. Someone told me to take photos from farther away, and I tried that. Once with my iPhone and once with a Polaroid. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, this I don't like. He took a picture of the
So
hallway
it's like the camera
with
that's
his
cursed.
iPhone, and it came out fine. Left is with my iPhone, right is with my Polaroid. The hall light was on both times. Why is it pitch black each time with a Polaroid? Okay. Somebody call an exorcist. Okay, first of all, you need to get you some holy water. Second of all, you need to get the f out of there. This is the hallway. Keep your door closed. Folks have been arguing with me to get some sage, so I did. So he burning some sage in the hall, and definitely saging the hell out of this rocking chair, because I like it. I don't want to throw it out. IKEA over here selling cursed furniture. Honestly, sage doesn't seem like it'll help much, but I'm open to anything. I barely slept last night. I kept waking up feeling like something was wrong, but who knows, maybe this will do something. Sage did not work. I haven't dreamed about David in a few months, but he appeared last night, in the dream. My bedroom was filled with a hazy smoke, but I could see David sitting in the chair across the room. Boy, sage doesn't do anything but make it smell good. You want the rocking chair? I will put it in the hallway, okay? If you like to chill there so much, just stay out of my apartment. He was smaller this time, almost shrunken. He didn't do or say anything except look at me. Anyways, it feels like a bad omen. It's been 2 weeks and he still does this every night at midnight. Other weird stuff has been happening too. I've been recording myself sleeping and it picks up this weird static electricity sound every night at 3 a.m. It lasts about 5 minutes. This
Okay,
morning,
that's
I
freaky.
woke up to the whole house shaking. It felt like a small earthquake.
It's probably
I debated even
It is,
mentioning
but
it on
that's
Twitter
still a
because it
little
sounds made
weird.
up, but
Yeah,
I
'cause
simply
3 a.m. is
felt
the
the
double
house
hour.
swaying.
Yeah.
It's just a whole bunch of small things that happened at once. I feel so uneasy, like right before a thunderstorm comes.
Do you want
Everybody is
anything?
telling me to move, but I don't have any guarantee that this won't follow me. They issued a
Do you have
thunderstorm
granola
warning
bars?
for tonight. Everyone in the city is talking
Can I have
about
one?
how weird the sky looks.
Do
I
you
can
want
hear
any,
rolling
like a
thunder
drink?
in the distance.
I'm
It's
good for a
kinda
drink
weird. It's
right
like
now.
a damn thunderstorm. All this ghost stuff has been spooky, but the past weekend, the first time I actually felt unsafe in my home. On Friday night, there was supposed to be a huge storm. In the end, it passed, but the night was just bizarre anyway. I fell asleep pretty early. I was incredibly tired for some reason. I had a dream that night where David was dragging me by the arm through an old abandoned warehouse. I'm not sure why I didn't fight back in the dream or how he was strong enough to pull me, but that's the dream logic for you. It was a creepy dream, but I didn't think much of it. When I woke up, I took a shower and then noticed something. I'd waken up with a huge bruise on my arm. Oh no! I've seen this so many times! Ghosts leaving bruises on people. Now look, maybe I injured myself the day before and my arm was hurting during the night, which manifested as a dream. There could be a totally logical explanation for this, so I brushed it off, went to get a coffee, which I do every weekend. When I walk to the coffee place, I always pass a food cart repair depot. It was incredibly busy, especially on weekends. I've lived in the neighborhood for over 4 years, and the place has always been jam-packed with carts getting service. But today it was completely abandoned. The whole warehouse was totally gutted and empty. Well, almost empty. I went inside to look around because I was astonished this place was suddenly empty after all these years. Basically, the only thing in the entire warehouse was a single green chair. If you recall, David first appeared in my green rocking chair. It could be nothing, but it's weird that is the only thing left behind. On my way back from coffee, the warehouse had been shuttered. It's remained shuttered since. The chair, my bruise, dreaming about an empty warehouse, and then passing by one, it gave me the creeps. Needless to say, I didn't dream much that night. Too many strange things are happening and more frequently. So, I don't know. Anyways, it was a strange weekend. There had been a few small developments in my apartment, but not really sure what to make of them. I just know I'm scared. If you
Can you
recall,
turn the
my
light
parents
on?
usually gather at the door at midnight, but lately it's been getting earlier and earlier every night. I was almost used to routines, so when they started
It's
to
actually
try
kind
at
of
the door closer
freaky.
to 10 p.m., I was confused. They began a new
If this was
routine.
real,
Come
that
knock
would
on
be
the door
really
at 10
freaking
p.m.,
freaky.
cry for
I'd
about
have a
15
nightmare.
minutes, then wander off as nothing's wrong. But
I
then
would. If this
something
is real,
else
I'd have a
happened.
nightmare. Low bad rate, really?
Usual cat stuff around 10:30 or so. I start getting phone calls from an unmarked number.
If it says,
My entire
oh, I thought it was
policy
gonna
is
say
for the past
999999999.
You'll notice that I answered once yesterday. Since this has been happening for days on end, I thought it might be an automated telemarketer or something. Usually if it's an automated thing, if you answer once, they quit calling, so I picked up. Instead, what I heard on the other end was a peculiar electrical static
I
sound.
can't see the
Very
screen
similar
anymore.
to the static in my sleep app picks up at night. I didn't say anything, I just listened, waiting for some automated message to chime in. After about a minute, the static stopped, and there was silence. I kept listening. I heard what I thought was breathing, but it was so faint, I can't be sure. My heart was racing, so it was hard to hear. Then, just as I was about to hang up, I heard a very small voice whisper, something about the way they said hello freaked me out. It wasn't a question or a greeting, just hello. A flat statement, so quiet I could barely hear it. I panicked
You know what?
and hung up. I
Search up Adam Ellis on
I closed
Twitter.
all my curtains in my apartment
See if this is
and
real.
turned on every single light. I watched TV
Because if its account is real, then this is
I
real.
sort of feel like I'm losing my mind. I look at each individual incident on its own.
Because if it's a fake one, that means it's fake. However, it actually says it. Well, it doesn't say it, but if the account is made, then it's true.
Right now is write everything down, so that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'll keep doing. So I moved the green chair out of the bedroom weeks ago. It's been in various parts of the living room ever since. I should probably get rid of it, but I'm not sure that would have any effect. Also, Also, I'm going on vacation to Japan in 3 weeks, and
Yes,
I
it
keep thinking if
would.
I can make it to my trip.
Oh.
Also, I'm going on vacation to Japan in 3 weeks, and
I
I keep
posted
thinking
a
if I
tweet
can make it to
and
my
somebody
trip, this will all
deactivated
end.
my
As
Twitter
dumb as
account,
that sounds.
so
David lost track
I
of
can't
me
get on
once I
Twitter.
moved.
No, just go into Safari and search up.
It won't let me even browse.
Monitoring camera, so I can keep an eye on the cat's
You
walk
have to
Oh,
have an account.
Oh, I'll do it after. I'll do it after.
It won't like
It also alerts you to sound and movement via
because I posted a tweet and I guess somebody got offended or something. Because they just then I just got an email from Twitter saying your account's been deactivated by a user for an offensive tweet. So it's gone. When it's deactivated,
Wait, can you make another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, make another one.
When
'Cause
it's deactivated,
I kind of want to see if this is real. Because if this is real, I'm probably gonna have a nightmare.
if it's deactivated,
You'd have to make a new one.
Watch the chair. I'm not
if
sure
it's
I want to.
deactivated, that means your account's gonna be
That
deleted in
damn chair
30
is gonna
days.
start rocking. Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord. Throw away the damn chair.
Yeah, it will have an effect. You mother. It will have an effect. You dum dum. You mother.
With the big ass dent in it. I'm gonna just chill in your apartment. When you're gone, that's not okay, man. That's not okay. I'm gonna take
Relax,
this
dude.
shit, I'm gonna put
It's
it
just
away.
it's just a ghost, dude.
Out there
Relax, dude.
as much as you
Relax,
want.
dude.
But this is not okay. I knew it couldn't be the
You're
wind
not
because I
okay.
haven't had the windows open all this summer. I have AC and like to keep it chilly. It was unnerving, but there wasn't anything I could do about it right then. So I flipped my phone off and tried not to panic. About half an hour later, I
Right.
got another motion alert. Oh, do I want to watch this?
Yes.
Here's the feed of that alert. I do not want to.
Chair. Wait, it's the chair?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
This guy is not lying. This guy is not lying. This guy is not lying. Holy
What?
shit, let's watch this full screen. Oh my lord. What the fuck is that? Look at the chair. Something is straight up moving in that damn chair. And you see that thing at the top? It just falls. It just falls. He rocked that shit so hard it fell.
That actually might be
I
real.
don't like this anymore. I don't like this anymore. I want this to stop, please.
Guys, if this is real, and we're gonna do a check to see if this is real,
If you
and
missed
if
it
it's
the
real.
first time, look up the turtle shell. It's a little turtle shell hanging up on the wall. Yes, I know it's weird to own a turtle shell, but my family lives in Montana, and I picked it up last year at a native trading post. Since I've been back home,
Who
I've
keeps
been too
doing
nervous to turn the camera back on, and today has been pretty quiet. That said, I feel really uneasy. I put the chair back in the hall. I hope nothing else happens tonight. It's happening again, thread. I've been leaving the nanny cam on 24/7. It records every time there's movement or sound, as you know. I was going over stuff from the feed this weekend and noticed some weird stuff. During the night on Saturday, while I slept, I recorded the cats in the living room. It seemed pretty unremarkable at first. But then after a few moments, Maxwell freaks out and jumps over something invisible.
What?
That's weird.
Cats can see ghosts.
Oh, I thought I saw something. And it looks like the cat saw something too. Oh, that's the other cat.
It moved. They both saw it. Bro, cats can see stuff. Like, they can see ghosts.
Something spooked him.
They have so much
What's
stuff.
more, I never get bugs.
Like eyesight.
Maybe like 3 in all the years I've lived there. Anyways, the next night the camera
That's not a
recorded
bug,
more
you
strange
motherfucker.
videos.
Can't make a cat jump. A bug is not a cat jumping over something.
God. Let's see this here video. Specifically, it recorded Maxwell doing this on and off for hours. Was standing on the couch real weird? Oh, maybe he likes to chill up there. Does nothing. He'd sit up on his hind legs and peer around the room as if looking for something or looking at something. This is odd behavior for him, and I can't come up with an explanation for it, especially because in the next video. Okay, there was something there. Whoa. Whoa. What is this? He's possessing your damn cat.
He's possessing the cat. I think
Okay,
so.
what's the name?
The cat sees the ghost!
I made a new Twitter account.
The cat
Okay, just a sec.
sees the freaking ghost.
Yeah,
How can this be?
it's true.
I do not get it. There's fishy business going on here and I don't like it. I suppose there's a chance
Adam
I get
Ellis.
fly, but I honestly never get flies, so that seems unlikely. I just can't shake the feeling that something has made its way into the apartment. It's odd behavior from Maxwell.
It should
and
say
any of
at
it.
Moby
Things feel
Dickhead
off
on the
this week.
bottom.
I
That's
can't
great.
explain it.
Yep,
I've been having
at
so
Moby
much
Dickhead.
nightmares lately.
Give it
They're
to me.
way
Quick,
more
quick, quick.
intense than
Give
my
it,
usual
give it, quick,
dreams,
quick.
too. I don't know if it's because I'm stressed
I wanna
or
see.
if
I wanna
it's something
see.
else. This afternoon I took a
Dude, it
nap
just
and
shows
I had a
his
dream I
recent
haven't been
posts.
able to shake. In the dream, I
Oh,
was
the
laying
account
in
is
bed
still real.
and rolled over to face
Yep,
the
it's
other
the same
direction.
guy.
On the pillow next
The
to
account's
me
real.
was a severed head with a bloody spine attached, snaking down the bed.
The account is
The head
freaking
was
real.
staring right at me, somehow still alive.
So,
It had this huge
it doesn't
smile
mean the
plastered
guy
on its
can
face.
be
Horrified,
faking
I
it.
screamed, "What happened to you?" The head smiled even bigger. "It feels great," the head groaned. After that, I woke up. It was dark outside by then. Everything was quiet. Other dreams have been just as strange. Things like dark figures staring in my window, even though I live on the second floor. Stuff that makes
What the
no
heck?
sense in relation to what I have been experiencing in real life. After that dream about the head, I've been feeling uneasy all night. I couldn't stop thinking about it. I decided to go for a walk, if for no other reason than to get out of my apartment. I went to Bodega a few blocks away to get a snack. On the way, I had to pass the warehouse that was boarded up a few weeks ago. It's actually on the way to everything. I pass it twice a day just to get to the subway. I hurried past it since it freaks me out. At the bodega, I got Doritos and a seltzer, then made my way back home. Making my way back home, walking fast, trying to fuck up these ghosts. When I passed the warehouse the second time, I heard a dull thunk from the other side of the shutters. I froze in place, but there was no other sound after that. I probably should just continued on, but my curiosity got the better of me. There was a grated window next to the doors, about a foot above my head, too high to see into. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna hold my phone up to the window, take one photo, and then run for my life. I made sure my flash was on, positioned my camera lens through one of the grates, and snapped a photo. I almost thought I saw movement when the flash went off, but I couldn't be certain. The light bounced off the grates and was pretty blinding. I couldn't even look at the photo. I just ran all the way home, too jumpy to look at it for a while, and just ate my Doritos nervously. When I finally did look at the photo, here's what I saw. It seemed to be a different part of the warehouse, maybe like an office. What is that? What is this? I don't know what this is. There was a bunch of old insulation and what looked like a filing cabinet and a ripped up leather desk chair. Then I noticed something else in the upper right corner, something that seemed like a face. Oh no. Oh.
Oh, I see it.
Oh.
You see it, Logan?
The more I stared at
I
it, the
saw it.
more it started to look like a nondescript blur. Now I can't even be sure what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm too deep into this and my brain wants to see David when he's not there.
What is it?
That's definitely a damn face. It's something. It's something. There's something there. There's something there.
It's a
oh,
face.
there's something there.
That's definitely
That
a face.
is.
That's a
But
face.
here I messed up with the filters on my phone a bit. Tell me this doesn't look like him. This doesn't look like him.
That is a
I
face,
don't know, I
guys.
can't be sure.
Wait.
I bought a Votive tablet. Here I messed up with the filters on my
You can see the face. Wait, let me zoom out a little bit. My freaking camera's so wobbly. Look at that. Oh my god. Logan, can you be the cameraman real quick and hold it in place? Okay, point it down a little bit. No, just up. Perfect. Keep it like that. So, you can see right there the eyes, and then the mouth, and then the nose, and you can see a little bit of hair off of the ghost's body. That's really weird. Look at that. You see it? Face, eyes, nose, hair. That is literally a boy, but it's faded out, so it's like a boy ghost. So that. If this is fake, then I'm guessing it's fake, but.
This doesn't look like him. I don't know, you can't be sure. I bought a Votive tablet at the shrine I'm at in Japan. Please protect my cats while I'm away from home. So in Japan, he saw a statue, and one of the kids on the statue had a dented head. I don't know if I'm overreacting. Maybe it's nothing. It doesn't feel like nothing. Anyways, I have to pack for my flight home in the morning. It'll be good to see the cats again, at least. Okay, now it's just overreacting. I made it home safely. The cats are fine, if a little more talkative than usual. Oh, this cat is adorable. Weird things have been happening with the electricity in my apartment this week. First, 2 bulbs have burned out in the hallway in less than a week. At this point, I've just left it alone rather than get a ladder again. But the strangest thing has to do with the black light on my TV. It's an LED strip that plugs into the TV itself via USB. The TV has to be on in order for the backlight to be on. But last night, the backlight was flickering on and off by itself. I noticed it sometime before dawn when I woke up and went into the kitchen to get some water. I barely got back into the bed again when I saw a faint light come on in the living room. After a few seconds, it went dark again. I went back to the living room and I stood there watching the backlight go on and off for at least a few minutes. It was bizarre. Eventually it stopped and now the backlight doesn't work at all. It's only a couple months old, so it shouldn't be dead already. Anyways, I couldn't go back to sleep, so I went to dinner near my apartment. It was the only thing open at 4 a.m. When I got back home, the sun was starting to come up, so I figured I might as well shower and go into work early. I showered, then brushed my teeth, and then headed to the bedroom to get dressed. As I passed my friend's
This is
door,
fake. There's
I
too
thought I
much
heard a faint scratching
stuff.
sound from the other side. It was so soft
Like, this is super long.
I went to the door, but I was too scared to look through the
35 minutes.
That's
That's actually burning a lot of time. Can I play some
light?
Nautica
I
after
snapped a
this?
couple photos. At first, the photos didn't seem like anything, just blurry
don't
nothingness. But as I analyzed it and started noticing
What the
things,
heck?
part of a face, an ear, and eyes staring right back at me. This is an ear. I'm taking it. Oh God. Oh God.
Yeah, I
a
see it
freaking
too.
Eye here, and an ear
That's
here,
the dent.
and this a bald ass head.
And that's the dent.
See it now.
You see
I
the
think
dent?
Maybe it's time to get someone else involved. Obviously this isn't gonna stop until I do something. I'm just not sure what that is yet. I'll
Wait,
let you know
just a
when I
sec.
figure something out. I see it now. I think maybe it's time to get someone else involved. Obviously this isn't gonna stop. See a freaking nothingness. But as I analyzed it and started noticing things, part of a face, an ear, and eyes staring
ear?
right back at me. This is an ear.
Ear right there.
Oh God.
The dent.
Oh God.
The eye.
I see a freaking eye here.
So,
And an ear here.
yeah.
And this the bald ass head. I see it now. I think maybe it's time to get someone else involved. Obviously this isn't gonna stop until I do something. I'm just not sure what that
Yeah,
is
what's that
yet.
time
I'll
on
let
this?
you know when I figure something out. First,
27
I had a
minutes.
friend come
Okay.
over to do some cleansing stuff. She did the whole apartment in the hallway. A lot of self-proclaimed professional mediums have reached out, plus a dozen ghost hunter TV shows. I've declined them all because I don't really want strangers in my house sensationalizing what's going on. So instead I had a friend come over and cleanse the place for about a week or so. It seemed like it worked. Things appeared to go back to normal. The cats weren't gathering at the door anymore. I stopped having dreams. It was like starting to seem like it was over. Then one morning last week, I was walking to work and passed the shuttered warehouse as usual. This time, all the metal doors were wide open, sunlight pouring in. The warehouse was still mostly empty except for one thing. There was a
That's
hearse
you.
parked near the back wall. Alright. The warehouse had been closed for over 2 months. I have no idea why it was open that day. No one was around. It was weird, but I tried not to think about it. It's not all that strange to see a hearse, I guess. Like, they have to park somewhere. I tried to put it out of my mind. The next several days were uneventful. But something else happened last night. It was around 11 or so, and I was watching TV on the couch. I went into the dining room to get a drink from the fridge and noticed both cats sitting by the far window staring up at it. The window looks out onto the roof of the businesses next door. I glanced out the window but didn't see anything. I figured
Just
that maybe
lagged.
there was a mouse on the wall or something. I shrugged and grabbed a beer from the fridge. As I went to the kitchen to get a bottle opener, I noticed something. There's a window in the kitchen which looks out onto the same roof, and someone was standing on the roof staring at me. I immediately ducked down, reached up, and flicked the light switch and peered the windowsill, but I couldn't
Don't
see
drink
much.
beer,
My phone was in my
kids.
pocket, so I grabbed
Yeah,
it and
don't
took a
drink
photo.
beer
It was
because
blurry
you'll
and
get
dark, and I
high
swear
and do
someone was
all
out there.
this.
Where? I don't see somebody. Maybe they like just chill on the roof.
Oh, I see him.
tried
I see
to
him.
take a better
Looks like
photo, but the
Freddy
figure
Fazbear.
disappeared.
Look.
I closed all the phone was in my pocket, so I grabbed it and took a photo.
Well,
It was
Matt, don't
blurry and
drink
dark,
beer.
But I swear someone was out there. Where?
Drink
I don't see somebody.
responsibly. If you're gonna drink,
Yeah, but I see it.
drink
It looks like Freddy Fazbear. It seriously does. You see it?
Oh, I see it.
It looks like ears. That's a little weird. It's like, it looks like Freddy Fazbear.
See, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, see the eyes, and then yeah, it looks like Freddy Fazbear. That's a little dumb. Seriously, like
Maybe they like
that's
to
that's a
chill on the
kid
roof.
game.
I tried to take a better photo, but the figure had disappeared. I closed all the blinds and made sure the door was locked and drank 5 more beers until I was too drunk to be scared. I feel
Bruh.
like I'm back at
That's
square
why
one.
he's
I'm
doing
sure
all
it
this.
was
He's
meant, and
drunk.
not going away. I don't know what to do. It's been about 4 months since I first
Three.
dreamed of David.
Okay, if you stop drinking beer, I'm pretty sure it'll go away because it's just your imagination because you're drinking too much beer.
Last night I dreamed about him
Dumb
again.
one.
It was almost
Drink
exactly the same as
responsibly.
the first time I saw him. In the dream,
Yeah,
I
if
saw
you're
him
gonna
in a
drink
chair. I don't
beer,
have the green
drink
chair
a
in my room
bottle a
anymore.
day.
This time it was a recliner
Well,
I've had
two
for
maybe.
years. He was staring right at
But
me.
that-
just
that's
like the
like
first
at
time.
8
Again, I
through
felt
PM.
paralyzed. I could barely move, but this time something was different. I still felt mostly immobile, but I could squirm just a little bit. I felt more alert. I could move my hands somewhat. David glared at me, and I dreaded what I knew was coming. He was going to get out of the chair and come towards me like before. I had to do something. I kept my phone next to me on the bed, and I somehow managed to get a hold of it. I thought, if David is going to kill me, maybe I can at least get evidence on my phone. I started snapping pictures in the dark. Sure enough, he crawled down off the chair and began shuffling towards me. He moved slowly, like it was a struggle for him. I felt terrified, but I kept taking photos. David limped closer towards me, never taking his eyes off me. Soon I was face to face with him. He started muttering something, too quiet for me to understand. I watched as his eyes rolled back in his head until they were all white. I tried to writhe away from him, but
Sounds
I could
like a
barely
Chucky
move.
horror
I
story
stared in
mixed with
horror
Freddy
as he began
Fazbear.
crawling up into my bed, still murmuring something. And that's when I woke up, same as before. Broad daylight, no trace of David anywhere. It's almost routine now, but it was a dream after all. So I got up and went to work. After a while, the stress of the dream melted away. I wasn't even going to write about this since it wasn't new information, but tonight I noticed something that petrified me. I went into my phone to find a picture from a couple days ago, and I saw dozens of pitch black photos on my camera roll. All from last night. Oh no, it's better to just show you. Turn up your brightness because they're pretty dark. Oh my god, I don't want oh my fucking god. Oh
Dude,
my,
what is that?
No
It's
way.
just a doll.
No way this is real. No way this is real.
It's a doll with the bun.
Oh my god.
I know that doll.
Dude, what is that?
I know that doll.
I know, but what is that?
Thank you.
It's a girl dressed in boy clothes. I know that doll. My sister has that doll.
I literally cannot believe this. This
It's so fake.
This is not real.
Dolls are
It can't be
creepy
real.
in the
There's no
first
way
place.
This is real.
I don't know why people...
They're creepy, but it's not that scary.
No.
What is that, bro? That looks like freaking the dude from
It looks like a
what that
chipmunk.
movie is. I forgot that movie. That like guy.
It
who's
looks like a
changed.
monkey.
Do you know that movie?
Can you close
with
the
him?
door? Because this is kind of freaking me out now. And it's dark. So,
This is the
no.
one that made my heart drop. Usually I can come up with
Okay,
some
let's
sort of excuse
move the
for what's
pillow
happening,
in or
but I
something.
have
Actually,
no
no.
logical explanation.
Yeah, let's just close the door. Put your feet.
What's with you cornering us in? There's nothing.
I just felt
You're
like
freaking out.
Exactly. There's a freaking doll that looks like a killer. Child
I'm trying to
molester.
investigate, and I'm not sure how to yet. You're not sweet unless I have something substantial.
Dude, that's not
It's also
freaking
sort of
creepy.
hard to explain the logistics of what I'm trying
Man, I
to
still
find
wanna
out
do
when
that,
I'm doing my best.
'cause it's
Basically,
better.
there's a part of my
It's
apartment
Sarah
I'm just learning about.
22.
At least that's what I think.
Who's Sarah 22?
Her
mom.
I used to live on the first floor, now I live on the second floor.
It's actually pretty comfy.
Building that looks like this.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that hurt.
Terrible. This sucks.
Okay, this is so clickbait. But the doll, that's still creepy. But I look like a doll, so don't judge. It's just my style.
Also, there's no way to access the roof. There aren't any
Yo,
ladders
do you see that
on the
iPad
roof.
moving?
The only way you'd get on the roof
You're
is
doing
through a
that.
skylight in the hallway, and there
Yo,
are no
look.
trees in the immediate
Dude, the iPad
vicinity.
just fell.
It's definitely
You are doing that. You
It's
could
kicking.
the sound of something falling to the floor. My building is old
You
and makes
know
lots
I'm
of noises,
joking.
but this was a new
Yeah, I
sound
can
that startled
see you
me.
moving the
So I'm
door. I'm
thinking,
not
Yo, you
that
should
dumb.
probably end the
Facing
stream.
my
It's
home.
getting way too long.
No, once the horror story's done,
I
anyway.
can't figure it out. So I go into the hallway, and that's when something dawns on
Watch
me.
out.
There's no real way to get into this, so I'll just
What the
say it.
heck?
There's a mysterious hatch in my hallway. I've always known about it, but I just assumed it opened directly into the roof. It's really high above the stairs, so I always figured it was impossible to access this without some sort of fancy professional ladder. I took the video so you can see how high it is.
That's actually pretty high.
Oh damn, that's pretty damn high. I see that hatch every morning when I leave for work and think nothing of it, but this time something dawned on me. It can't lead to the roof because it's actually below the roof. I'm about to spring some simple math to you, so I apologize in advance. I checked Google Earth to make sure the hatch is about 3 feet below the skylight, meaning there's about 3 feet of empty space between the two openings. I think maybe the hatch leads to a short ladder going through the roof, but even if that's the case, the hatch is level with all the ceilings in my apartment. That means there's 3 feet of empty space all over my apartment. I was ready to explain this for a few reasons.
That's where he's
One, it
living.
might just be some sort of insulated space that all residential buildings have. I'm not an architect, so what do I know? It doesn't seem relevant enough at the time, so I decided I wasn't going to mention it here. But over the past week and a half, I've been hearing more things above me. A few days after the first sound, I heard a similar
He's actually pretty
while
smart.
I was in the kitchen. Then last night, I heard
This guy,
something
he's
small cling to the
freaking
floor
good.
and roll
Look
about
at
6
that
feet before
geometry
stopping.
stuff. That is mine.
Something is going up there. Maybe it's a raccoon, maybe it's not. I also can't get over the fact that the hatch is in such a weird, inaccessible place over the stairs. I need to investigate. I'm just not sure how right now. So this video is getting really, really long. So basically, he just bought a pole off Amazon, and there's no tweets after that. I will keep you updated. Leave a like if you want a part 2 when we get more information about this.
Yeah,
But, oh my God, this
same
actually blows
with
my
me.
mind.
If you want more information, I'll do a second video on this, but you've got to leave a like. I'd say 10,000 likes.
If you watch the whole thing,
Are you retarded, Garrett? You're not gonna get 10,000 likes.
15 likes. You have 16 subscribers, so I can get 15 likes. Give me 15 likes, okay? And I'll see you all next time.
There's probably not gonna be another update.
How do I end it?
Bruh!
I didn't know.